Hey y'all, I'm back. So I decided to get on here because I said I was gonna do a reading today. So I was just trying to look at we was gonna do some Mercury retrograde talk. Mercury went retrograde on May 10th, and it's retrograde in Gemini. I should have wrote a little bit more about this. I have been reading on it. Just off the top of my head, I know it's gonna be a like difficulty in communication off top because Gemini rules communication. There can also be some a lot of not overthinking but anxieties. So this can be mindful of anxieties and paranoia. Be mindful of that because Gemini rules the Nine of Swords, the Ten of Swords, and the Eight of Swords. So also some overthinking too. You know, this is also you know, just like this is very chill energy, you know, like not being on the scene too much. It's definitely that type of energy. Just until the 2nd of June. You know, it's just good to like, you know, just to chill, relax, you know, gather yourself, gather your thoughts and things like that. So yeah, it's like baby, there you go. Yeah. So anyway, let's keep going here. So but the reading really gonna be on Mars and Jupiter, cause I said Mars and Jupiter. I meant Jupiter and Aries. Excuse me, y'all. Because Mercury retrograde, we understand we have to be mindful of certain things, like, you know, don't start any new projects or only work on old ones. You know, really focused on refining projects you've already like kind of worked on. This could be something that you worked on years ago. You know, something that's been taking you some time to build. You know, it's good to work on those projects. Go back and edit and revise. And that's whatever. Even like if you like to pick out outfits ahead of time, you can go back and start, you know, look at that again. Don't overthink, but just, you know, go back and look at it. So Jupiter and Aries reading. This was from Moon Lady Divination off of Instagram. She did a card layout, like she had a tarot spread. And I was like, oh, you know what? I think I'm going to try that. So the question we're going to do is, what did you learn when Jupiter was in Pisces? That was a lot about getting a lot of like wishes fulfillment. That's a lot about drinking. That's just having a lot of fun, a lot of sex, a lot of shopping, a lot of wine, you know, a lot of good food. That's a lot of cheese or whatever you love to eat, a lot of ice cream, whatever you really, really love. It was a lot of that, a lot of food. That was Jupiter and Pisces kind of energy. Is also like kind of being able to experience your dreams expanding. So focusing on ways for your dreams to actually expand and maybe seeing them expand in a much wider way. You could have like added menu items also here with that. You could have did that when Jupiter was in Pisces. So then we're gonna go into what will you revisit during Jupiter and Pisces in October, because Jupiter goes back in Pisces October, I want to say it's the 24th, or is that August? It's October something. I have it written down in here, but anyway, we ain't gonna worry about it. So then we're gonna go into what is Jupiter and Aries bringing to your attention. What luck will Jupiter bring to you? Because we always want to know about our opportunities. We want to know, you know, we want to make sure we focus on the opportunities that are most beneficial to us right now, especially for people that have multiple projects going on, a lot of things going on. So it's good to know which ones should I focus on more, be more detailed in to make sure they're thriving. What's going to be beneficial when Jupiter is in Aries? What projects? So what luck will Jupiter bring you in while it's in Aries? And then also the last one is, where do you need to maintain a sense of discipline? This always reminds me of that Taurus energy that's coming through at the end of this year. Like I said, that bottlenose idea where, you know, you get really tight and stuff like that. You start being, I don't know, you just get very, very disciplined. You start following your routines. You're not slipping on your routines. You're not slipping on what you usually do. You're really following through on promises and stuff like that. Like that's very like committed. And also higher knowledge education also, so you could really be focusing on studying. Your kids could be experiencing a lot of luck in school during that time. That's probably something that's gonna come up in this reading. So I'm gonna use the Herb Crafters deck today, y'all, because, you know, I was really outside and I really enjoyed that, you know, that time, because I used to do that all the time, but I haven't been able to. So it was nice to be able to enjoy, you know, the yard and just be out there. I love bundling eucalyptus also, so it is a pastime of mine. So let's see. I just want to fix the deck. Thank you for your patience. So yeah, we just gonna get it in. It's okay to have a little moment of silence. It's okay. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Turn all of that way. Yeah. I do like to read reversals, but it's just not necessary. You know, I feel like it's fine. It's enough energies. It's enough cards in here for me not have to read reversals. It's just certain decks I will, certain decks I won't. That's an important. See, the Eight of Air came out. That's important right now. That's over. Eight of Swords can be feeling trapped or actually being trapped. That can also be like overthinking. This can be dealing with claustrophobia also. This needs to be, people need to be mindful of their thoughts with the Magician and the Eight of Swords. Spirit guides, angels, and masters, thank you for filling this space and Most High. What we're gonna go ahead and do this Moon Lady divination off of Instagram. I'm gonna shout her out. Moon Lady divination. We're gonna do her tarot spread that she did. So this is all about Jupiter and Aries, which happened March 10th. And we're still gonna be mindful of Mercury retrograde too. We'll be mindful of that. Some important numbers I already have written down. I got 3, 8, 6, 8. 3 or 12. You know, I got 12 here also. I got 25 or 7. I got 5. I got 1, 7, and 5. I got 87, 8, 7, 8, 7, 8. 1, 0, 2 or 10 and 2. All right, let's go. Spirit guides, angels, cinematics. What messages do we have? We want to do this. What did you first card we're pulling is what did you learn in Jupiter? What did we learn when Jupiter was in Pisces? What will we revisit during Jupiter and Pisces in October? What is Jupiter and Aries bringing to our attention? What luck will Jupiter bring to us? And where do we need to maintain a sense of discipline? Spirit guides, angels, and cinemasters. We're gonna pull 5 cards, and we will be pulling some clarifiers. This deck is like, I usually shuffle it this way, but it's fine. Okay. What did you learn, Jupiter and Pisces? Thank you all for your presence. Yeah, air wants to come out. Something told me to take it. So this can be pertaining to a male child. This card reminds me of a male child. I know it is the Eha of water, but like I said, this card always reminds me of a male child. This could be a male child that's a water sign. Or I always feel like this is a Gemini water card too, because this is a child that's interested. This is a child that's interested, that's learning. So this is why I always think about like a Gemini card. This is a kid that's interested in processes and science, you know, things like that. That's why I always think about Gemini when I see that card. And you have that Pisces energy on that card also with that fish. So this is somebody they're very imaginative. So what did you learn when Jupiter was in Pisces? You learn how to be a curious kid again. You learn how to be very, very curious. And even with your emotions, you start to explore your emotions. Why does this make me feel this way? And why do I feel this way? You know, you just got very innocent in your approach with yourself. You became very gentle with yourself. You might have also learned how to just become a better parent, for sure. Chamomile means that you may have had a cycle where a child wasn't sleeping, and maybe you have mastered now being able to put this child to sleep. This child could have been having like night terrors or something like that. This can be a child that just learned how to swim or that needs to learn how to swim. Maybe you guys live near water, or maybe you have a pool. Maybe this kid is interested in going towards the water or being in the water, but maybe they have a fear. So this is maybe learning how to swim. Maybe a child learned how to swim, but like I said, back to higher level. You know, I like to, you know. But back to higher level, I really think that we just really learn how to get back in tune with our emotions. What made us feel like a kid again? What makes us feel young? What makes us feel free? And really being curious. Really being curious in the processes. Being curious in why we may feel certain things, or why we may do things a certain way. Because if we're doing something a certain way, maybe it's because it gives us a feeling. So sometimes it's important to think about, okay, if I'm doing this way, maybe it's because it makes me feel a certain way. Okay, why is it important for me to feel that way? You know, really being emotionally mature too. So this can be dealing with like, you know, more immature emotions that we can have. childhood, like abandonment issues, not feeling like people don't want you or stuff like that. Like, that's not true. So you could have had people around you that was showing you a lot of love, giving you a lot of attention. You could have learned that maybe people really do care for you. Also here. So what will you revisit when Jupiter enters Pisces in October? What will you revisit during Jupiter in Pisces in October? This is a beastly deck, but I love it. This is like one of my favorite decks. Okay, so 2 cards came out. I'm going to take it. What will you revisit during Jupiter in Pisces in October? So this is, to me, multitasking within the home. A lot of multitasking within the home. Like, this can be having a lot of, just a lot of practical things that you need to get done, like around the house. But aside that, this is also just, so this is just saying maybe you're getting better with, you know, practical, how you deal with practical things in the house. Having a lot of things to do at once, and maybe trying to figure out which one is a priority. So being able to prioritize in a healthier way and prioritize a lot of things too. The 10 of Air is a lot. The 10 of Earth is a lot. This could be having like a really busy schedule. If you have clientele, you could be like really, really booked. Also here, this can be like if you move into a new home too, like gaining more stability at a new home, like finally starting to feel at home. Maybe you just finished unpacking everything. Also, maybe you just moved in now and you're still trying to settle in or still trying to figure out how you want certain things done. So this can be also that energy. There's a cat back here that looks like a cat. It looks like a cat back there. Looks like a great cat. Looks like a great cat. So anyway, 10 of Earth and the 2 of Earth. So maybe if you've been trying to figure out how you want things in your new home, maybe you're around that time you're going to start figuring out how to find that stability. But anyway, outside of that, what will you be visiting during Jupiter and Pisces in October? This is stability. Like, this is a lot of stability in a home. So like I said, you could be having a lot of projects that are maybe conflicting with each other, and you have to decide which one is a priority and which one is most important, or, you know, finding a way to stagger them. Also, this can be having a lot of things to do. So maybe you're gonna you'll experience another increase in like responsibilities, or maybe scheduling, like having a lot of clients, you know, in October. Maybe this is something that's definitely going to pick up again. So, or if it's picked up now, it's going to pick up even more. This, yeah, for sure. So this is just saying maybe having to find a way to prioritize better. Maybe you have to come up with a better system, or maybe you have to find a way that's that allows you to move, you know, get a lot of appointments done quicker. This can be a location problem, or, you know, simply a solution with technology also. So this is definitely having a lot of options though regarding how to maintain stability in a home. Like, this can be also like an increase in your savings account. This could be an increase in your savings account. This can also be maybe your family was thinking about buying another property. This is definitely saying y'all be buying another property. Y'all might have to compete for that property with other people. With the 5 of Wands, y'all might have to go into negotiations for a property that you're trying to buy. This would have to be a second property that you're looking at buying. This could be a vacation home, or, you know, just another house that y'all are looking at buying, and I definitely think you're going to do it. So you could be somebody that has to manage multiple properties, more than one property here. This can be just property that's on your land too. You could be somebody with a lot of land, and maybe it's some just some small maintenance coming up or something like that that you have to be mindful of. So what you're going to revisit in Jupiter and Pisces is, you know, just more money. Simple as that. What is Jupiter and Aries bringing to your attention? Jupiter and Aries. Oh, I'm not taking all of them. Oh, it's 2. I like, oh, these are so pretty. You got strength, and what is this one? The 3 of Air. Love these cards. This is like one of my favorite tarot decks. And this is probably my favorite card in this deck. So you got the strength card, and you got 3 of fire. What at the bottom? with the Ace of Air at the bottom. This is good. So what is Jupiter and Aries bringing to your attention? Jupiter and Aries is bringing to your attention to have more strength to make plans. Like whatever you've been working on has been taking a long time. Okay, that's fine. Let it take time. Let it grow. That's fine. You know, this is good. This is just saying it's gonna give you the raw power to keep pushing forward, keep making plans. It's gonna constantly, you're gonna start to see things coming to fruition. You're gonna see some harvest coming in. So all Jupiter and Aries is bringing to your attention is that it really wants you to be really, really strong and bring it in what you desire, what you're manifesting, whatever plans you've been putting out. If you say you're gonna do this for your business, then do it. Stuff like that. Like just following through on things that you're saying that you would like to do as a part of your success here. Strength is also about, like I said, like definitely getting along very well with animals. So you could be somebody that's about to spend a lot of time with animals. You know, you could be somebody that animals really respect. This is definitely spending a lot of time with animals too. So if you do have animals and stuff like that, this could definitely be saying people are coming to visit you just because of your animals, to be perfectly honest. This can also be maybe you're going to see animals also. You know, definitely going to see, you could be people that are looking at buying a dog or, you know, buying some livestock. Like this is definitely that energy. This is definitely looking at buying livestock. I know I don't have the Empress card here, but I don't need it. The Strength card is very representative of wildlife and animalistic behavior, like just animalism, you know, animals. It's all about animals and beasts, so I don't need the Empress card. This is also just, I mean, yeah, this is definitely being disciplined in your routines too. Like, so some things are going to require endurance. So being able to have endurance, you know, this is definitely that, having endurance, maybe a lot of traveling too. If you are somebody that's traveling a lot, you know, be mindful of that, you know, because, you know, this is a lot of driving also. This is a lot of driving and being tired driving. So be mindful of that also. What is Jupiter and Aries bringing to your attention? Maybe you have a Leo that you're going to be connecting with. This person could have like a, like Mars in Leo. Also, this person doesn't have to be a Leo, but they could have like a very particular Leo placement. But they could have like Mars in Leo or something like that. Maybe this could be a child. Maybe this is this child we were talking about. This could definitely be a child here that you are that is coming to your attention. Maybe this is something about a child want to with Strength here. This kid could be interested in some difficult, like in a difficult hobby. Strength could be a kid that's like interested in wrestling. Strength can also be a kid that's like, I'm trying to think of other, like, I don't know, wrestling. Like a kid that's very interested in dogs. Like, who, I mean, what kid isn't? But I mean, like, this child could be like very hyper focused on dogs or something like that. This could also be like a kid that's just very hyper focused on like just different, like dogs, animals, horses. This could be a kid that really loves animals here. Also, I am seeing that energy. This kid could be interested in doing stuff like skydiving and stuff like that too. I know the Fool isn't here, but I'm just seeing the Strength in the Three of Fire. You know, this could be a kid that's also likes boating and stuff like that. So this could be something that maybe you and a child are doing together, or something that you're getting into. So what luck will Jupiter bring you while it is in Aries? I didn't get when it goes out. Well, I guess that's in October, huh? What luck will Jupiter bring you? Oh, wow. Friendship. It'll bring you a lot of luck in friendship. This is like even with clientele here too. Oh, with the High Priestess. Oh, my goodness. This is awesome. So this is definitely saying community. Luck is going to bring you a lot of... Jupiter will bring you a lot of luck in working in partnerships. Like I said, it's very important. Pairs is very, very important this year. So I know this is Three of Cups, but this could be like working as a team. Like if you kind of look at this, there's two of everything pretty much, besides the cat. There's two. Oh, how many? Oh, there's 3 cups of tea. Oh, and 3. Okay. We're still pairs. Because I'm looking at like the jugs. Like you could pair the jugs. You could pair the muffins. You could pair the teas if you wanted to. Like you could do some pairing here. There's still some similarity where it's available to be pairs. But I just feel like something about teams is important. Teams and friendships, but very intuitive. It's a lot of intuition here. So these are people that you, these are definitely people that you have done, like you have to have done psychedelics with, or you have to drink with these people. These have to be people you're very, very comfortable with. If you're sober, it's just like you've done something with this person. Y'all have done something together. It is with those type of people is what this is saying. So it's going to bring you luck in those friendships, because if you collaborate with them, it's going to bring y'all, well, the high priestess and the magician, those are skilled people that have mastered skills. So they're skillful. So this is just saying it's going to bring you more skill, and it's going to bring you more camaraderie, and it's going to bring you more clientele also. Like I said, with this 2 and 10 earth, this is increase in clientele. This is increase in clientele. This is increased in community, whatever you like to do. This is increase in friendship. This is an increase also in, like I said, properties. But a lot of this, Mars, you have to remember, Mars is a planet of war too. So it's also good that you have this friendship card here, because with Jupiter going in Mars, you don't want, you're not looking for the expansion of war. The goal here is more peace. I'm not saying things will have to happen sometime, but the goal is to maintain as much serenity as possible, you know, with our truth. You know, we got to speak up when it conflicts with our truth and stuff like that. Yeah, you got to pop off. That's a different topic. So here, this is just saying we don't need unnecessary wars. We don't need unnecessary drama. Only thing we want right now is we just want to make moves. This is all this is saying. So what's expanding, which is lucky for you, with Jupiter going in Aries, is friendship. This is just saying that you're gonna be around true people, and this is a very small group of people. So if you got 20 friends, get ready for it to be 1 or 2. This is a very small group of friends. Like I said, there's only 3 people on this 3 of water. It's 3 people. But I really feel the energy of pairs this year. Pairs is very, very important. So what luck would Jupiter bring you while it's in Aries? Friendships, which is what you need with it being in the planet of war. You want an expansion of war, you know. So where do you need to maintain? Well, you know, I ain't gonna say that out loud. Where do you need to maintain a sense of discipline? You know, we already are kind of we're already trying to coexist with the matrix in our own way. Trying to relinquish that control is what I was trying to refer to. Where do you need to maintain a sense of discipline? Where do we need to maintain a sense of discipline with this Jupiter and Aries placement? Where do we need to maintain a sense of discipline? Spirit guides, angels, ascended masters, and most high source divine. Where do we need to maintain a sense of discipline? Adiletta of fire. This can be in anger. When I see the 5 of water, oh, that's water and this is water and fire. So where do you need to maintain a sense of discipline? This will be in actions with the Adiletta of fire. Adiletta of fire is, but I always think about anger when I see this card. I'm gonna get a clarifier. Get a chariot. So this can be in anger. You need to maintain a sense of discipline with anger, or maintain a sense of discipline with, like I was saying, because Mars, the planet of, oh no, yeah, excuse me, what I was trying to say, Aries is ruled by Mars, y'all. That's what my whole point is. So if I keep saying Mars, or whatever, like Mars and Jupiter, if that's what I was saying, that's because I'm thinking about the planet. I'm thinking about Aries, and Aries is ruled by the planet Mars. Okay, that's the planet of war. So Aries is the warrior. That's the Emperor card. That's the boss. So that's why I was like, Emperor start wars. Emperor start wars. So all I'm saying is that there needs to be people to be mindful of anger. Be mindful of getting upset. You need to maintain a sense of discipline of getting upset. Because right now you're in control and maintaining control. Because the chariot is all about which direction do you want to go. I always think about a steering wheel also. And this is very cold compared to this, right? And like I said, this is water and fire. So keeping it cool, maintain discipline and keeping it cool, keeping a zen vibe. I'm gonna ask, how do we do this? How do we maintain this sense of discipline? Oh, give me a random card. just keeping it chill, very zen. Very, very zen. That's seaweed. That's really good. So this is just saying, keeping a real chill vibe. Maybe even it wants you to change the spices a little bit. So if you like somebody that likes something spicy, maybe, you know, go for it, some things that are a little bit more relaxing. It may be important for you to take a lot of baths right now. Go to, like I said, go to the beach, go to a tropical place. Try to go somewhere really, really zen. Also, it's good to have like Himalayan sea salt. I do see that, like sea salt and stuff like that. Making sure we staying hydrated. You know, wear clothes that are very, very comfortable also. Wear free-flowing clothes, or even if they're tight, they still have, you know, you feel comfortable in them. Also. Try to pick drinks that are a little bit more like cucumber, drinks like with cucumber, or like things that are really refreshing, like Modelo's, like a light white wine. White wine is good also. That's kind of good. That's really good right now. A rosé, you know, and a lot of tea. Like if you like energy drinks, you know, switch to a juice or something, like a Arizona. I don't know, that has a lot of sugar, but like, you know, a tea is fine. A tea or something like that, or like some sort of juice, like a fruit juice, hopefully, you know, not from concentrate. But yeah, you know, smoothies, Jamba Juice, stuff like that. If you like a lot of coffee, maybe do some tea or something, or maybe pick a lighter coffee for right now or something like that. Because there's just a need to take off the edge. There's really a need to just kind of float. All right, I'm gonna get some oracle cards, y'all. My oracle cards are over here. I'm gonna come grab them. Okay, let's see. We want some messages for this Jupiter and Aries placement. Let's see what these are. I'm gonna take them. Winter, like a need to, even though it's getting hotter, but a need to like chill out in the summertime. So like chilling out in the summertime, keeping it light and easy, because like I said, that is an expansion of war. That's a clash of egos. So just being real chill and balanced. Like, if you don't want no problems, it's okay to stand in that. Hey, bro, it ain't nothing, but it ain't nothing. We just chilling. You know, this is kind of a bigger person, that bigger person energy also. Just walking away, it's fine. You know, or just keeping it light. You know, making a lot of jokes is also good. I do feel like the Chariot can be making jokes, because the Chariot, to me, it just kind of reminds me of you can change the direction of anything. And you just remember those moments when it was like, maybe, I don't know, maybe it was just a moment where somebody got really sad or something, and you made a joke, and it suddenly just lifted their day. You get them a hug, or just anything. Like, you've made jokes before, and it's caught in light in situations, and, you know, made it a much more healthier exchange. So I always think about the Chariot as being able to change immediately, but you change the entire direction of something. Like, it could have completely went the other way. It could have completely. You know what I was saying? It was completely a moment of like will and reason, like using all 6 of your I'm about to tell you right now. Using all 6 of your gifts. Perception, will, reason, imagination, memory, and intuition. That's what the Chariot remind me of. Because, you know, it's like intuitively you can maybe feel that somebody feels uncomfortable, or you feel them getting upset, or maybe you feel yourself getting there. And then you reason through that. Okay, what could be making them upset? And you do this in a matter of seconds too also. And then maybe you remember something important. You know, earlier they said in a conversation that you can reference in the joke, which comes from your imagination. And that's all about using your will to maybe change the perception of a situation based off of some sort of feeling that was cooking. So anyway, we're going to keep going here. So we got ritual invocation here. And then responsibility. Like I said, a lot of look at this, power and witch. This has completely been in your power. You know, being in tune with you know, your abilities, people around you. Like I said, that's why I was like making a joke, being really quick on your feet, whether it's making a joke or I don't know, giving a kind gesture, or, you know, double checking on somebody. It could be the smallest thing, but it can really change and transform how you move forward on your path. So really taking responsibility for, you know, the emotions, like, you know, that you invoke around people around you. Not that I'm saying it's important, but just being aware of that. It's just awareness. It's okay to be aware. Aware don't mean that you have to make some change. You got alchemy here. Alchemy to me is, you know, you could be using magic. Like I said, burning herbs on charcoal and stuff like that. Burning candles. All of that's magic. Burning incense. Whatever you like to do when you cook, that's alchemy too. That's magic. What it is. You pull nature, really connecting with nature. Like I said, there could be an importance for going out in nature here. Like I didn't even mention that, but this could definitely be spending time outside with the Two of Earth and the Ten of Earth. You could be going to the park a lot. Like I said, this is some, you gotta be having some property with some land where you could be outside, or it's some sitting areas outside. I could feel that. That has to be going on here. That's something that you could definitely be revisiting with this Aries and Jupiter. Which is interesting to me because, you know, Aries and Jupiter, like I said, that's all about war. You know, that can be about empires and stuff like that. But there's some other placements. Oh, that's because we're in Taurus season. Taurus is holding that. So Taurus is going to keep the peace. Taurus is going to keep the peace. Because Taurus is all about nature. It, to me, the Strength card reminds me of, like, I know it's a Leo card, but it definitely reminds me of, like, Aries and Taurus energy with a little bit of water, like some Scorpio energy in there. And the reason I'm just saying that is just because that's a beast, and a beast has some natural instincts, right? Like it's a lion. It has some natural instincts to it. And for a being, a mother, or nurturing energy, the Empress, which is Taurus and Libra, and I call it Virgo too, to be able to connect very, very deeply with that animal and bring it some understanding where it can feel like it can trust her to listen to her. Like that's deep. Like that's really, really deep. You know, people that respect animals and get animals to respect them the same. You know, what other messages do we have for this Aries and Omen? So you just got some confirmation about something here and being focused. I hope it was great. You know, I just always I love doing this, guys. So I'm gonna pull a Moonology card, and I'm gonna pull some other cards from over here. I'm gonna pull us a prayer card. You know, I'm always gonna hook us up with a prayer card. Oh, I gotta get this other deck. Thank y'all for y'all patience. I really do appreciate y'all. Like, y'all are so patient. Okay. And then I think I'm gonna do a we're gonna do an animal card too. I'm gonna go ahead and pull an animal card right now. So Spirit Guide, Angels, and Ascended Masters, what animal, spirit animal should we take on during this period? While this Mars is in Aries. Mars is in Aries. Jupiter is in Aries. What animal spirit should we take on? I'm gonna look at it. Oh, look at that. You put the buffalo. Buffalo is all about perseverance. Buffalo is all about perseverance. That's the number 2. You got the number 7. You got the number 13. You got 14. You got 3. You got 8, 3. You got 33, 10, and 2. 33, 10, and 2. So this is why I picked this book up, and it's not the right book. It is the book right now. Because I'm about to look up 33. Choices. Like I said, a family could be buying some property. Or like I said, somebody could be adding menu items, stuff like that. Buffalo. As soon as I flipped it, here he is. Buffalo, you bring us the gifts of life. Hear our prayers, smoke rising like phoenix. We are reborn with the sacred words. In the Lakota tradition, it was the white buffalo calf woman who brought the sacred pipe to the people and taught them to pray. The ball of the pipe was the receptacle that held tobacco and herb with male and female medicine. The stem of the pipe represented the male entering the female and seeding life. This is very similar to like Taurus energy. In the coming together of male and female, the connection to the divine energy of the Great Spirit was made. All animals are sacred, that Strength card, but in many traditions, white buffalo is the most sacred. It is a sign that prayers are being heard, that the sacred pipe is being honored, and that the promise of prophecy are being fulfilled. White buffalo signals a time of abundance and plenty. Buffalo was the major source of sustenance for the Plains Indian. It gave food, hide for clothing, warm, and soft buffalo robes for long winters, and hooves for gloves. It is a prayer of gratitude and praise for that which has been received. It is also knowing that abundance is present when all relations are honored as sacred and when gratitude is expressed to every living part of creation. Like I said, this can definitely be working on a team, like going in on a deal together. Like it's a really good idea. To use buffalo medicine is to smoke the pipe in a sacred manner and to give praise for the richness of life to be shared with all races, all creatures, all nations, and all lives. It means smoking for others so that their needs are met, praying for the good of all things in harmony, and accepting the great mystery as a part of that harmony. If you draw on a buffalo card, you may be asked to use your energy in prayer. You may also be called upon to be an instrument of someone else's answer to a prayer. This could portend a time of recognizing the sacredness of every walk of life, albeit different from your own. To honor another's pathway, even if it brings you sadness, is a part of the message that buffalo brings. This may be a time of reconnection to the meaning of life and value of peace. Most assuredly, this time will bring serenity amidst chaos if you pray in earnest for alignment and the power of calmness and give praise for the gifts you already have. It's definitely about chaos. Like your house could be real messy. It could definitely be. Or you could be struggling to like keep it together. And it's like, man, I don't know what's going on. I do feel the energy, but it don't feel bad. You just recognize like, dang, I need to straighten up. But it doesn't feel unorganized. It doesn't feel that way. But yeah, it's chaos right now. It's okay. Your place may be a little messy right now. You may struggle with that for a little bit. You may struggle with that for a period. Buffalo medicine is a sign that you achieve nothing without the aid of the Great Spirit, and you must be humble enough to ask for the assistance and then be grateful for what you receive. Like I said, I do feel like this is definitely a time of like being very, very grateful, being very, very practical. But aside that, like I said, splitting deals, like going on partnerships, and stuff like that. So that's real cool. I like that. Buffalo. We're gonna leave him out. We're gonna leave the buffalo. We're gonna leave the buffalo out. That's the buffalo. All right. Let's get it. I'm gonna pull one of these. Jupiter and Aries. Jupiter and Aries. Jupiter and Aries. 3,000 interesting message. No, Jupiter and Aries. What a message. What do we need to focus on? The fourth house is what we need to focus on. So focus on relationships. Family, home, background, comfort, cooking, your inner world, real estate. Like I was saying, I definitely see some real estate here. People buying a property and maybe have to go in negotiations, buying another property. Shelter, self-care, rejuvenation, habits, and shale. Shale always reminds me of gas. So somebody could be, you know, be investing in some gas or something like that. I don't, you know, or you know how that is, what's going on. It's fine. This can be somebody that got like a lot of cars. Maybe one of your cars is a gas saver. So you could be, you know, or maybe you could be looking at trading your car in for a gas saver. Somebody could be looking at doing that too. So you guys are interested in the master. What messages do we have for Jupiter and Aries? It's Jupiter and Aries. Risk and reward. Risk and reward. So taking a risk on being a bigger person and walking away from situations is what I was really feeling. Let me see this white buffalo thing real quick again. The white buffalo. Prayer too. So it mentions prayer. So if you're taking a risk on something, you was looking for your for an answer to your prayers or something like that. I guess this could be confirming that with Omen coming out. Like I said, it's a very successful time. Like people, this is a lot of success in business and stuff like that. Like regardless of what's going on, it's because the people are connecting and depending on each other more. You know, people are connecting. You got eternal love. A lot of love. Love is love, and it transcends physical death. Let's see what this one is. The underworld, it wants to come out, y'all. Where all things pause and begin again. At the bottom, we got remembrance. Remembrance is starting to remind me of like it's something that you're gonna remember that you should you're gonna piece something together later. Like I pieced something together from this last night when I was laying in the bed, or that was this morning, and it was like it connected to some memory I had, and it was like something made sense. So this can be helping you to get clarity on something that happened in the past. Prosperity lies ahead. New moon in Taurus. I'm not making this up. I'm not trying to make y'all feel good. I'm really reading it. I'm really reading this. A time to give rather than take. Like I said, working in partnerships, like, yeah, you could do something by yourself, but it's worth, you know, somebody else getting in on a deal, and it's gonna be easier for you, you know. It's gonna, you know, you're gonna be able to focus on your part, and it's gonna make you more powerful. Jupiter in Aries. Yes, Jupiter in Aries. Like I said, cooling them emotions and kind of turning it into fun or laughter, even sadness. That's number 9. This is like this is very nurturing. This is mother father energy. We are currently in the Emperor and the Empress seat. Like, that's what it's like. This is what this energy is feeling like. The sun is in the mother. The sun is in Taurus. And Mars, it's like dad at war, you know? So this can have a lot to do with maybe a father's coming home that was away in the service too. This is definitely that energy also. Somebody could definitely be coming home from the service. They've probably been gone for some time. Maybe his grandmother lived with you, or like the mother lived with y'all. The mother lived together with y'all. So maybe, you know, she gonna move out or something. Maybe he's finally being able to settle somewhere where y'all could be together. Prayer and abundance. Abundance is on this book too. It does say abundance on here. Spirit guides, angels, and ascended masters. Jupiter in Pisces. No, Jupiter in Aries. I'm gonna get it right. I get it. Jupiter in Aries. Spaciousness. Expansion. What do I no longer need? Help me, God, to release whatever people, places, or things drain my vital essence. Show me what will fill me with enthusiasm and joy. Aries are very fun also. Like, they are really, really fun and stuff like that. They fun can be a little dangerous, which is fine. So this is definitely saying, you know, transforming those moments that can be angry moments into moments of positivity. This isn't a time to like burn bridges with people. Like, some people you're gonna have to. Like, at this time you will have to, but other people just be mindful, you know, because Aries, the planet of war, big egos, okay? Jupiter's in it. Divine timing is at the bottom. The divine brings things in timing that we need. Nothing comes before we're prepared, nor leaves too early. May I always trust your perfect and holy timing, dear Lord. Thank you guys for checking in. I just thought I would do a really quick Mars and I'm gonna get it, y'all. Mars and Aries reading. Aries and Jupiter. Jupiter and Aries. Y'all, I got it. Jupiter and Aries reading, because I think it's important. Like, yeah, we know we got Mercury retrograde going on and things like that. That's fine. But it's also important to talk about these other big transits too, because Jupiter rules our money. It rules our expansion. You know, it rules a lot of things. And I would definitely say don't do business with people that you like partnership deals with, maybe people you haven't done deals with before. I wouldn't do that until after June 2nd. So if somebody that you've never done, like, when I say like a deal with, a partnership with, then I wouldn't. Like, if it's a new client, that's fine, but not somebody new in business. I wouldn't be open to that until after June 7th, to be honest. That would be something I'll be very, very mindful about. So again, I really appreciate y'all for checking in with Anurakti Tarot. You could have been anywhere you wanted to be, but you decided to be here with me. I'm super grateful. Many blessings and love and prosperity to y'all. Thank y'all for rocking with me. I hope y'all like that eucalyptus video I loaded on IG today. Like, I did a little live to show y'all what it's like. You know, it's very practical. It's very, very practical, and I'm not gonna lie, it can be exhausting. I'll show y'all what it kind of looked like right now. If I can get it off of here, I'll show y'all right quick, because it looks real nice. It's drying, so I just had to put it up so it can, you know, keep drying. I made some eucalyptus brooms and some smudge sticks. So the eucalyptus brooms is a new thing I came up with today. Some besoms. So here we go, y'all. Can y'all see this? I should just show y'all, but I know I want to just change this camera. So this is like it's gonna be like a eucalyptus broom. Like, it's so pretty. This is so pretty. Let me see if I can lift this a little bit. That's fine. Y'all know I'm learning. But anyway, so eucalyptus, And then these are the smudge sticks. These, you know, I just made little smudge sticks too. But yeah, I posted on how to do these and how to, you know, how I showed you how to cut them. You'll cut them off the trees and everything like that. So you can check that out on IG. So again, thank y'all for checking in. I really appreciate y'all. Have a good day.